welcome to Return of the Living Dead Girls. It's weird not to have microphones, not have that. Anyways, I am Nikki.
You want the headphones on, girl?
No.
Okay.
Who are you?
What do you mean?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, my bad. Yes, I am Elaine, aka Rachel.
And this is Return of the Living Dead Girls again.
As you can tell.
We are chaotic already. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Okay, we're talking about paranormal stories again. I'm excited. We've had a
listener stories,
personal
stories.
We all have some stuff we're gonna share, and we have Dead Girls Talk, which is gonna be, what do you love about yourself? We're going to talk about it. We're going to get a little mushy maybe. So stay tuned for that. And we got that topic from our very lovely guest that we have here. In case you didn't notice, it's Vanessa.
A special guest. Hello.
Our first guest. Thank you for joining us.
Our first guest who dared to come on.
She was standing in the kitchen like, these bitches. But we're here and we're excited to just share some spooky stories and then get mushy, of course. So
exactly.
Yeah. She's going to start us off.
Okay, so I will start us off as a personal story. Actually, I'll just start off as a recent story. Well, nothing really too creepy. Well, it's kind of been creepy. I was going to start off with a story from my mom, but I'll wait on like the next round here.
Okay.
But recently stuff has been kind of happening in my apartment. I don't know why. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know. But I recently moved into an apartment like a month and a half ago. And, you know, I mean, it seems fine. You know, I'm not like freaked out or anything like that. But I feel like, of course, like my mom is like very sensitive. So when she was in there, she was like, it feels heavy in here. And I'm like, yeah, I know it does kind of feel heavy. And I figured, you know, it's an apartment. People been in and out. What?
I'm just like, your mom always knows already. You're already spooked out. She's like, guess what's in the corner? You're like, oh,
what that lady doing? What fucking lady? Okay. Anyways, y'all know where that's from. Y'all know. Anyways.
The internet.
So she, you know, was like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, you know, I've kind of felt it too. It does feel a little weird. But again, it's an apartment. I feel like residential, you know, you come in and out, like there's gonna be energy left over. So that's kind of what I'm chalking it up to. So needless to say, you know, we saged, blah blah blah, whatever. And apparently the night that I was kind of moving in, her and my girlfriend, I mean, you were on the couch, I remember we were talking, I don't know if you remember that, but her and my girlfriend were in the kitchen, or no, my mom was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was sitting on the couch, and we all heard like the bag, because there's a trash bag, because again, there's a bunch of stuff being thrown out, because, you know, moving in. And the bag kind of like, we heard the bag rustle. And then...
And they saw it move.
Yeah, and like my mom and my girlfriend kind of looked at each other, and then they were like, did y'all see that? We're like, no, because me and her didn't see it, but we heard it. And they were like, the trash bag like moved, like it like got shook, like if somebody had grabbed the bag and kind of like
moved it around,
like somebody literally grabbing it. And I was like, are y'all sure? You know, like it just wasn't falling? And they're like, no. Like they were both like
looking at each other at first too, and I was like, they're creeped out.
Yeah, and they were like, the bag moved and somebody grabbed it, and I was like, well, shoot, I don't know. So again, that was like the first little incident.
Yeah.
And, you know, my mom stays, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And it was kind of quiet. It's been quiet for that time. And then actually this last week, it's been kind of weird in the middle of the night. And again, I'm not like completely scared, but I'm a little like kind of like on alert, because like I think it was like on Wednesday, or it might have been Tuesday, one of those days, but it was this week, where I was sleeping. And I have like, you know, I have like smart lights on, you know, I have like a smart lamp in the living room. And I have a bunch of, obviously, like little technology stuff. So like I've got like a little robot that like.
A lot of beeping and booping.
I have like a little robot, right? That's like it's like my girlfriend, uses it to like, it's like we both have one. Like I have one at her apartment, she has one at mine, and you can control it from the other phone, and like it, moves around, and it's a camera, and you can talk through it, so it's kind of cool. So I have one in the living room, right? And it's sitting on its dock.
Until it's not.
All right. And then my Alexa, of course, I have an Alexa, and my Alexa sometimes goes off. I'm like, it'll be like, I didn't hear that. And I'm like, nobody was talking to you. So again, just little shit like that. But what happened is, like, I'm sleeping in the middle of the night, and my cat's always with me. And it wasn't her. And I noticed, like, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. And then when I happen to wake up, I hear the robot talking. Like, because it'll kind of, like, when it powers on,
trash.
It'll be like...
I'm like, fuck.
when it turns on, it'll say, like, and I don't know what it's saying. It's, like, in Japanese or some shit. And it'll, like, say something when it turns on. And so I heard it, and I was like... What the fuck? Like,
well, can that mean that she's like activating it?
No, yes, but it wasn't her because she was asleep. Yeah, 2:30. She just wouldn't do that. She was not going to do that. She's doing.
See what she's fucking doing at 2:30. I hate that. I hate that.
So it came on, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I heard like a beep, like boop, and I was like, is it glitching? Like, what's going on? And then, of course, my cat heard it. And my cat, like, perks up off the bed. She's looking towards the door because I have the door kind of cracked open. And I can see in the living room with the little lamp on because I have the smart light is on in there. It's, like, dim. And I'm looking. So we're both looking. And I also kind of hear, like, I just heard noises. Like, it kind of sounded like my door. Like, like when you lock the door and you hear the click. Mm-hmm. Like I heard that kind of, and I know Kiwi heard it because Kiwi was also looking. So when we heard that, my cat jumps off the bed, goes towards the door, like, cause she's in my bedroom, and then there's the living room area, but she don't go out there. So she just goes over there and she stands by the door and she's just watching, like as if she's on alert or just looking at something or waiting for something. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. So then obviously I'm a little creeped out, but I'm like, well, fuck it. I need to try to go back to sleep. So I just turned around and went back to sleep. That was that night.
Just put the blanket.
Yeah, I'm just like, what am I going to do? And I went back to sleep. Bam, that happens. I'm like, oh, I tell this bitch. And then I tell my girlfriend about it. I tell my mom about it too. I tell like everybody about it. And then on I think this happened on Tuesday, and again it happened on Thursday, which was last night or the night before. I really don't remember. I just know that it happened again in the middle of the night at 2:30, and I heard the robot go off again. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But again, I'm not getting up and checking it out. I'm just listening and watching. But I didn't hear a beep or anything like that. It just went, oh, and I'm like, and it's never done that ever since I've had it. And it doesn't do it every night. And I would think that if it's malfunctioning, it would do it maybe during the day, but why at the night at 2:30 in the morning?
Does it have some kind of timer defect or like an alarm?
I don't know. It's just a camera that you move around and control it. Like it's a little robot. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. So that happened to me this last week. So that's kind of like my weird paranormal type thing that's currently going on.
Mixed with technology, which is horrific, honestly. I'm like, I really hate that.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention too, that I forgot to throw in there. But the first night that it happened, like I said, I have a smart lamp in my room too, so I control it from my phone. So I had it powered on, and I'll have it like a nice little relaxing dim light because that's how I like to sleep sometimes. And I leave it on. There's not a timer or whatever. And so when I remember I had woke up at 2:30, that light was off. And I'm like, you have to either turn it off or go through the app and turn it off. So I don't know why the lamp was off either.
I don't know.
I thought it was weird too. I was like, why the fuck is my lamp off? But the other lamp wasn't off. Because I have 2 smart lamps. Well, no, I'm sorry, 3. I know. I have a lot of smart shit. I know.
What are
I
you
know.
trying to do? You're letting them take over.
I know, but the other lamp was on in the living room because I have little. I have little night lights, little dim stuff in the house to one to keep it ambient and two to have a little night light in there. So that lamp was on, but the one that was in my room turned off that night, and I was like, okay. Yeah. So, anyways, that was my story. I don't know.
She turned her back and going to bed.
I'm just like, well, he's back to go to sleep. I turned the lamp back on. I went back to sleep. I was like, fuck it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that happened to me recently.
Not happening.
Oh my god.
She's like, I'm gonna get a fourth one and see if it does it now.
I am though. I want to get some strip lights for the cabinets.
You just need a lot of light.
I just like lights, and I like the smart lights because I like to create ambient light in my apartment, my area. So there is going to be a fourth smart.
They're all like looking at each other like, what the fuck? Okay, so we're going to move on to our second story. Yeah, our second set of stories.
Okay.
Vanessa's going to go next with her stories.
Yes.
So I don't have like a personal one this time.
Okay.
Well, that's my personal.
It can be whatever, honestly. We have other people's stories.
But, so my older brother, he is very like, I feel like he feels a lot of stuff. Like him and my mom, they tend to feel a lot more things than I have. But he said he used to have a shop because he does car wrapping. And so he used to have a shop near Gulf Gate.
He's super popular in Houston. So.
Yes. Jay, the rep specialist, by the way. But
right. Call him out.
I was going to say, but I was like, I don't know if he wants to or not.
But he used to have a shop there in Gulf Gate, like near Gulf Gate. And he said they were heading out. His friend was already in his car, and he had gone out to put some, my brother had gone out to put some stuff in the car, and there were some bushes. And he said he saw this lady come out of the bushes, and she was wearing all white. And she asked him, like, where are we? And he was like, we're in Gulf Gate? And then she was just like shrugged and then walked off. And he's like, okay, that was weird. So, but she walked off in front of the friend's car. And when my brother went to talk to his friend, he's like, hey, did you just see that lady? And then he's like, no, what lady? And my brother was like, we gotta go.
I'm like, girl.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go. He locked up the shop and he's like, I'm leaving. He left.
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah.
That's weird.
That is crazy.
I know. He's like,
because he definitely would have saw her.
Because if she went in front of the car, the friend would have saw her.
Would have saw her, yeah.
Oh.
It's just weird. He's always like
seeing random stuff.
And they talk to him, so I'm just like, that's not okay. I'm like,
you're like, brother, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
oh, shit.
just don't let it happen around me, please.
For real.
I don't know your cup. You're covering Vanessa.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad you saw that because I saw that. I was like, you're
covering her.
I know. Now I'm noticing that's like in the way too.
Oh, there we go.
It's
okay.
cool. It's
like we
can
started.
Hear her, though.
Okay, we're just kidding.
Hey, I'm a ghost.
Did you see that girl on the podcast?
There was somebody there. There was
what fucking lady?
Okay. Oh my god.
That's a pretty good one though. I'm like, oh
I know.
shit. Like it's short, but like the creep factor's there. Like,
yeah.
And the fact that she's like, where are we? Like, was she from another time or like?
I feel
maybe
like
she died.
Maybe she just
know.
died and then she just reappeared somewhere and she didn't
Like,
know.
not
She hasn't
knowing, like,
transitioned.
where.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
It's sad too.
That is sad.
But your brother having multiple.
I told him maybe he
stories.
should connect to that inner. And he's like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's
is
a
a
lot to go down that path for sure.
And it's scary.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Because you never know like who's there. There's just like all kind of everything going on. So, and mine's kind of similar actually, because I'm going to reference an episode we did, the first episode, quote unquote, we ever did, and it was posted on Spotify. And I told a story about seeing a lady, and she was with my grandmother and my brother as well, standing in front of her shed at night, kind of misty, kind of white, basically the same, reference. And what I'm going to continue and conclude the story with, because my brother reminded me of this, that they dug up where this lady was standing, because she was right in front of the doorway, and they found like bonds or like money, basically, that I don't know if she, buried it herself or somebody else, but they found bonds there after we saw her, and told, whoever, I don't know if it was the son or I don't remember exactly, but isn't that weird?
That is weird.
I thought you had mentioned that in the other episode, though.
I don't know. I don't think so, because when Boo told me, I was like, oh my God, I
thought you
freaking forgot
did.
that.
Because I
don't
remembered
know.
that. I remember when you said
I'll
that.
have to go back and check, or y'all go back and check and correct me in the comments.
Nikki repeated herself.
But we both repeated stories.
I know.
But no, I don't remember that part. I don't think I said that in the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, damn, they like found hidden treasure or whatever.
They be trying to tell us the money's there.
I mean, she told us, which is weird. Anyways, that's my story that I already told.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay, so my next story, I'm gonna do my friends here, because it was a really good one, and she sent me this, and it's basically, she said astral projection or lucid dreaming. This is for my friend Edith. Thank you, Edith.
Hi, Edith.
She said context. This is background context. I've had sleep paralysis throughout the years, but there's a few incidences that have been really scary and hard to forget. For me, it's never been just sleep paralysis. It happens almost always after a very, very scary, realistic nightmare. Small detail to add to this story is the fact that my sensitivity in dreams is very high, which makes nightmares even worse. I can smell, taste, hear, feel, and see as if I was awake. Color is vivid. I know if it's daytime or nighttime in real life, meaning I can tell time. By the way, I don't believe time in dreams passes by as it does in real life, but I can tell when it's time to wake up or if I've overstayed my welcome, if that makes any sense. It's a weird feeling because my dreams are always short, but I know when several hours have passed. Oddly enough, the only thing I cannot do in my dreams is control. I don't know why. I know when I'm in a dream, but all I can do is let things happen. Anyways, more background bit about me. When I was younger, in my 20s, I was fascinated by people that could not just lucid dream, but astral project. I've only been able to lucid dream once, and I would even say it was more of an out-of-body experience or astral projection. It was one of the few supernatural encounters I've had. It starts off with me taking a nap in my bedroom, door closed, trying to astral project. I was young and didn't really understand the dangers of it. I just wanted to be able to have fun in my dreams. My boyfriend at the time was in the living room playing video games. It was a weekend early in the afternoon when this happened. The sun was out there. There was a nice breeze. The trees were rustling in the wind. It was just a nice day. I laid in bed facing down, opposite of what is recommended, by the way, but still I tried my best, controlled my breathing, and eventually drifted into deep sleep.
Oh, I didn't know that about facing down with that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I haven't done a lot of research, but that's interesting.
Immediately after falling asleep, I felt my spirit shoot up and away from my body, as if I was being expelled from it. I hit the ceiling and floated for a few seconds, long enough for me to see my body laying down below and realize what was happening. I saw the sunlight and I could feel the warmth from it. I was excited and floated around in the room for a bit. I turned to the door, still closed, and pushed myself through it. I floated towards the living room, past the kitchen of my apartment. I was looking for my boyfriend, but he wasn't there. I could hear the TV on, but the TV was off, which was strange to me. Everything in my apartment was just as it was in real life. The couches, the TV, the shoe rack, I could see the trees through my window still rustling in the wind. Suddenly, a strong force pulls me from the living room, the kitchen, through the bedroom door, and back into my body. This happened lightning fast. I understood I was no longer astral projecting, but I was not dreaming either. And I was definitely not lucid dreaming. I felt awake. My eyes were open, but I could not move. And then I sensed it. A heavy, hot, large body on my back, pinning me down with great force. I could not see it, but I knew it was much, much taller than me. It was sitting on my back, and I felt it slowly lean in, its breath as hot as its body. My arms are to the side, legs straight, also pinned down, but not by this entity's body, but by pure force, like its presence held weight on me. It placed one of its claws on my back, on the back of my head, pushing me further down in bed. I heard a small growl inches away from my ear, and it was breathing in my scent.
Oh,
It was curious of me, or trying to figure out what I was, maybe. Not sure, but I panicked. I was scared and didn't know what to do. My breathing was heavy, but I could not scream or move. Whatever it wasn't human. I could sense its shape, tall, muscular, winged, dark, clawed. Think of a gargoyle, but tall and a muscle, or all muscle. I finally found my voice and shouted the first thing I could, which was Jesus. I pushed him off and away from me using an invisible force I didn't know I had in me. There was a loud squeal coming from it. It squirmed and shrunk before turning into an actual gargoyle statue. I immediately sat up now, being able to get up, and I could see it getting smaller and smaller, slowly drifting in the corner of my room until it finally disappeared. I woke up drenched in sweat. Only 2 to 3 hours had passed. I took a look around. Everything was just as I had left. I went out in the living room and found my boyfriend on the couch, still playing video games. I felt like I had been gone a whole day, more exhausted than I was before. Then I took a nap. I never tried astral projection again, but continued to have sleep paralysis, waking up not being able to move, seeing things that are not there. I actually felt scared going to sleep every night after that. It did happen again though, but not the same, but with the same ending. Me screaming for God before waking up paralyzed. Thankfully, this doesn't happen as often anymore. And
like,
that got heavy.
I know. I'm like, for a second, I was like, oh shit, she's in her 20s trying to do this.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, right?
I mean, I think when we're young, we're thinking, let's try it, you know?
Yeah.
But
I was like, actually, yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I was like that with stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Edith.
I know. I was like, what the fuck, girl?
That would have scared me away from that as well.
Yeah, she said she'd never tried it again. She still has, she had another experience that I have on another story from her, but that was a longer one.
Yeah. That was a good story.
I know. That was a really good story. Thanks, Edith.
Wow.
Yeah. We're like,
wow.
don't even know what to say about that.
We're just
Pressure
like,
It's like silence.
we're like, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Everybody go to their rooms. Do you want to share your next story?
Yes. So this one's my mom's story.
Oh, yeah.
So she and my little brother went to McDonald's like around 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
And
10 o'clock at night.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
McDonald's. Right? What could happen?
so she said there was one of those funeral cars in front of her in the line.
Oh, a hearse.
Okay.
And whenever, she was just thinking like, I wonder if they have the dead body in there, or like, why are they even here? I mean,
yeah.
I guess they have to eat whatever, but still.
Yeah.
It's instantly creepy when you see a hearse.
Right.
You're like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
because you often wonder, like, is something in there?
Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
But she said they were waiting in line to pay, but the car left. Like, they didn't
Okay.
even pay. They ordered, but I guess they just left.
Yeah.
So she was just like, okay, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So as they were driving back home, they entered into a neighborhood, And she said that they both saw, her and my little brother both saw a lady walking on the side, like on the side of the street, like under these like trees. Like it was very dark, and then she was wearing all black, and her hair was really black, and they could not see a face at all.
God.
They kept driving, and the lady you just couldn't see a face at all. And then she was just, they both were just like really freaked out because they're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they both saw it, so that's just kind of like, very
What the
odd.
fuck?
Right, and then especially she's wearing all black and shit, and then there's no face or whatever. Like, what the fuck?
So after seeing that funeral car and then that lady, she was crying.
She's like, we're going home. Okay, we're just trying to get McDonald's.
Right?
Getting fucking scared over here. Oh my God. Yeah, you see some weird stuff. I mean, I don't know if they were in Houston.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
it was Houston.
You see some weird shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
I don't know.
knows?
But yeah.
And as we know, with all the bayou stuff, there's a lot of dead bodies.
Actually, it
places.
was near one of those small bayous. So
Bitch.
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there a bayou passed through the neighborhood to go into our neighborhood. So you go through another one and then to our neighborhood, and so
It was a ghost.
and it was
You said
it was
it
near
was
like the Westbury area. So you know it's not that much.
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh God. God, there were some scary people over there too, and just in general.
Yep.
So
Yep. Something short.
yeah. Okay. So mine's gonna be really short. Also, it's because it's just kind of I guess the topic could be talked about, but my mom said that she had a visitation from her mom a little bit after she passed, basically. She was like sleeping in bed. You know, you're kind of asleep, you're kind of waking up, you're just like in bed. And she said that she felt somebody like sit on the bed, because you can usually hear it, or you can, sense it, of course. And she said she was just kind of there, and that there was definitely somebody that had, they sat down like kind of behind her. But she didn't feel scared. Like at first she was like, oh shit, but then she just started feeling this sense of like comfort and just like peace and just kind of like a calmness, she said. Which I was kind of like, oh, and she said she was kind of, could just sense her mom, basically. And I was like, oh my God.
So she just felt like the presence, basically.
And that's the story. All right, big grandma, we love you. Okay, we love you, grandma. But that was her little visitation story, because we were talking about visitations. So,
Yeah.
and my brothers had quite a few visitations from her, my dad, a whole bunch of people that have passed. Yeah, and I've had 2 from my mom's mom, and then my dad, like randomly in dreams. I don't know if they'll be lucid or not, because I know in my dream that he's not alive, but like he's there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's qualified as like a lucid dream.
Yeah, I've had that with my brother too. Like I know he's gone, but
He's there
he's there in the
dream.
dream. And he typically doesn't talk to me, so I don't know. It's really weird.
I've had dreams like that too, speaking of that, because we were talking about grandma. Oh, sorry, were you done? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I was going to say, because like in the dreams too, like I've had dreams of grandma, but like she doesn't talk to me. She's just there, but she has never said anything. And I'm like, and I know she's gone, but I'm like, there, but she's just there. But they don't, she doesn't say anything. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I haven't had a dream like that in a while, but I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Like,
She's always like energetically communicated with me. Well, the 2 times that I would consider a visitation, it was like energetic. It wasn't like talking,
yeah,
which is
that's a thing.
Makes sense.
Definitely.
I know.
That's on a lighter note.
Yeah.
And now to a dark note. I'll share a story with my mom, because my mom has had several crazy stories, and I'm sure y'all remember from the last episode we had
Yes.
this about her friend at the fucking park who freaked her out, and he went into the forest, and she called, and he called, and then he left a number saying it was a mortuary. I was like, what the hell? That was one of them.
Yeah, that was a good one.
She's had a few where she just said she's seen like shadow people. She said at one time, I think she was a teenager, and it was like a shadow, or like I guess, yeah, she said the best way to describe it was like a shadow, and it had grabbed her by the ankle, and it was trying to pull her off the bed, and she said she started praying, of course, and then it went away. That was like one short incident. And then one incident about her too, I don't know if you've heard this story or not, but it was basically about her.
I better not have.
It was just, I'm gonna kind of sum it up though, but because grandma's house was like very haunted. Like there's a lot of shit happening in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And especially when they were young, and my mom and Uncle Danny used to like share a room, apparently, like basically that second room where that's now Uncle Sam's room technically. Like her and Uncle Danny would sleep in there, and I know she was young, and she said like for a few nights she would see like this, again, a shadow person appear in like the middle of the room, and it would like pace around the room, and it would stop, and it would kind of like look down, or she would see it like stop and kind of looking down at Uncle Danny. And then she said I don't think she said it really come to her, but it would just kind of like move around, and it would always stop by Uncle Danny. And she said one night, like,
and he was sleeping, obviously.
Yeah, he was sleeping, and she's up watching this thing, go back and forth, basically. And she said that one night, that was like the last straw. Like, she was still like, to this day, she still had to like, she still can't believe it happened, but she said that grandma had one time told her, like, yeah, it was. Anyways, so what happened is that he's sleeping on the bed, right? Like, here's the bed.
With the ghost. Now, go. I don't want to see you.
So basically, he's like, the bed's right here, the wall's right there, and apparently he was sleeping on the far end of the bed, like towards the wall. So if he were to roll over, he's not going to fall on the floor. He still has more room on the bed.
Right.
So she said that one night when the entity was like there looking at him, she said all of a sudden he rolled over, and I guess she kind of saw it, like, I guess near him or maybe reaching him. I kind of forgot that, but like he flew off of the bed. Like, apparently as he rolled, it's like he got lifted up and just flew on the bed, like on the floor. And she started screaming, and she was screaming like bloody murder, and like her, grandma and grandpa came in, and they were like, what's going on? And Uncle Danny was on the floor as a kid crying because he's on the floor. And she told them, what happened, and they were, of course, kind of like, what the hell? They're chalking it up to like, he must have just fell and rolled over. But she's like, no, he was thrown off the bed. Like, he got lifted and thrown off the bed. There's no way. And so she says she knows what she saw. And she said even when she was an adult, when grandma was alive, she had asked her, she was like, was Danny on the floor? And she was like, yeah, he was on the floor. And she, I don't know if grandma really questioned or like maybe didn't believe her or not believe her, but my mom says she saw him fly off the bed, and grandma did say he was on the floor. So he was on the floor. I mean, he must have flew off, so that's what she saw. From I guess the shadow figure lifted him up and got him on the floor.
Well, and it was like paying attention to him.
It was paying attention to him, yeah.
Which is so creepy to just watch that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? Be like, hey.
Yeah, and I think she was like a little girl too, or a teenager or something like that. So,
That's so...
I would have just covered myself with the sheets.
I know. That's like
Never
the go-to, though. Oh, my God. And then I'm like, I wonder if she would have told Danny at all. Be like, hey, at night there's this like thing looking at you.
Hey!
Probably not.
If you don't act right, I'm going to tell that shadow figure to get you.
That's so messed up.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if he knows about that story even to this day. I'm sure he does, but he probably doesn't remember.
Yeah, probably not.
She remembers it, though. I mean, I guess I would, too, right? If I saw that, I'm like, yeah.
Traumatizing.
I know. Oh, my God, excuse me.
Oh.
I know. How dare I?
Oh my God.
Okay, Vanessa, what do you got?
So I have a really super short one.
Okay.
It's my brother again.
All good, totally.
So he said he was driving on the freeway heading to drop off his friend, and it was probably in the middle of the night since he was always up late. He said he saw a man just crossing the freeway, which is weird in itself, right? 'Cause you know,
Scary, yeah.
and he was just like, "What is that guy doing?" And he asked his friend, like, "Don't you see this guy?" And his friend's like, "No."
Again, seeing
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And he said he just crossed the freeway like nothing, and he was just like, "What?" the hell?" I'm like,
What is
And
your
then his
brother's
friends
name?
like, no.
Javier,
Javier.
Jay.
What is up with that? Is crazy. So he's
know.
like seeing dead people.
He's always like
It seems like
feeling
it,
and
yeah.
seeing, and I'm just like, yeah.
Girl,
It's
I wonder if that was the same friend, unless the friend just ain't paying attention. He's like, I didn't see shit. But
No,
I
it's a different friend.
Okay, yeah, your
Oh,
brother,
okay.
obviously.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
I'm just like, just don't do it when I'm near.
girl, they're everywhere, shit. And he doesn't plan it, you know? So it's
Yeah.
just like, oh my God.
Yeah, he would always feel stuff, even at our old house. He was always the one feeling stuff. Like, they would touch his bed, like,
Oh,
Like,
I
if they
wonder
were-
why they were attracted to him.
He's a
I have
light.
no idea.
Yeah.
That's how we kind of
Something.
referenced it before, like, there's this darkness where maybe everyone is, or another realm or something, and you're like this light that they can be drawn to sometimes. I don't know. That was a bad analogy
yeah.
now that I think about it. Like, why is everyone in the dark? Not everyone's in the dark.
I don't know. Some people just, I think, are more. Maybe they're not. There's just something with them, I guess. Like
Yeah.
that they. I mean, does he believe in that kind of stuff, or he just tries to avoid it, but it still happens to him, or is he like,
Right?
does he?
I mean, I guess he kind of believes in it. We've always kind of like had stuff happen. Well, mainly him and my mom. Yeah, he's like, he tries to avoid it, like even thinking about it, but it just
Something
always
to
happens
do.
to him.
So he don't go looking for it.
No,
Right,
It just
he's just
happens to
like-
him.
Yeah, it just happens.
That's crazy.
Now I just go to bed early.
Don't be out at night. Okay, stay in your house
Go
and
to
mind your
bed.
business.
Hey, let me in there too, obviously, in the bedroom. You're like, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh my, okay.
I help you in the morning. I don't know. God, that's crazy. I can't imagine seeing that like frequently.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, once.
I mean, I just think trees are like people sometimes, but that's just it.
Oh
At
God,
night,
yeah.
especially.
Trees, yeah.
Trees be doing some shit sometimes.
Girl, no, I believe that, especially because you can become a tree with your ashes now. So there's like memorial trees
Oh, I
everywhere.
never thought of that.
Yeah.
No, I'm scared.
Right? Like
But
that
I
person could have been a tree.
I
There-
think
the
that-
spirits in the tree. I never thought of that.
I mean, and historically, think about trees and bodies. Like, I'll just say it very as light as I possibly can. But, you know, trauma, death in general, like, trees are definitely linked to the other side. I agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Another little story.
Okay.
All right, and then I
So
have
this one
more.
is from, oh, you know what? I have to look up too. This is from one of my younger cousins, and I'm going to pull up his little Instagram so I can tell everybody. But this is his story. I'm going to have to get her to put it on the screen right here. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so he said this is when he was younger. He was maybe like 10 years old, and it was around Halloween, around hurricane time. So there was like a storm or brewing, or maybe it was happening actually. So him and Annie, R.I.P. to her, she takes him to the store. They get in there, they're shopping. Very short amount of time. They weren't in there very long. He's seeing all the decorations, seeing the costumes, seeing the pumpkins, seeing everything. And he said that all of a sudden, all the lights went out in the whole store. And it's just like pitch black. He's like in the basket. He said his mom is like at the front of the basket. He's like, I couldn't even see my mom.
Oh, damn.
I know. And I was like, okay, I guess it would get like pitch fucking black in there. And then he said that imagination could have been running wild. He did acknowledge that, he's a kid. But he said that there was a split second that out of the darkness, I'm going to read this out loud, that he saw a hand like kind of reaching for him, basically. And he said, I saw it as clearly as I see this memory now, a hand rising slowly from inside the cart, twisted, devilish, reaching toward me. We only had candy in there, no Halloween props, no bowls, nothing mechanical. But in that moment, logic didn't exist. The storm outside, the season, the pitch black silence, it all fused together, and the hand was like coming towards him before the lights went on. And then he said that he like instantly started crying and was telling his mom like what he saw, and she was, comforting him and all that, and he was just like fucking freaked out.
Wow. I mean, I believe, because if he's a kid, things be showing themselves to kids all the time, so he probably might have seen like.
It could have been that, or it could have just been like a kid's imagination going wild, which I'm glad that he kind of put that in there in the beginning because, for skeptics or whatever, but also very that. Like kids they're close, so they get reached for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, but that's his story. I was like, oh. I was like, cousin, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have time for just one quick one again from my friend Edith again, because it was more still on the dreaming side. She basically said it wasn't the astral projection, but I think this was like kind of more of the sleep paralysis / lucid dreaming or whatever. Lucid dreaming. Yeah.
I was looking at the time.
Yeah. But basically she said another time, she said, same thing. I took a nap one time and 2 strangers were talking by the foot of my bed. They just looked like 2 moms just having a gossip. Then I screamed to wake up, and they came over to tell me to calm down, and I just kept screaming. They looked at each other and said, it's too late. We're losing her. And then that was it. And she said that was also in the daytime.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that was just a quick little, another tidbit
So she's obviously connected too.
Yeah, especially in the dream. In the dream world, yeah. She must have, I'm thinking honestly, ever since she astral projected, she had to have opened up like
A door.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, a door within herself, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just open.
That's the thing about those doors, right? Is
You
like,
can't shut them.
I mean, yeah, unless you know how or like how
No.
to control it, but that's really,
Once they're open, girl.
yeah.
But yeah, she gotta just kind of
Yeah.
roll with it or learn how to.
I don't want to open it.
It's like, I'm going to bed.
I ain't
Do you
shit.
have another one?
No.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally fine because she was saying that we were going to wrap that up anyways. But I will say, should I end with that one story? It's kind of brutal.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to. Yeah, go. If you want to, you do it. And I'm going to grab another beverage.
Okay, you grab a beverage.
While y'all do that.
So, to end this on a pretty dark note. On a dark note, okay, this is from one of my Instagram friends. I will keep her anonymous, but you know who you are, girl. Trigger warning. That's what I want to say right now, because there is talk about sexual assault in this story. And this is a very long story. I actually have to cut it short and then come to the other pieces because it's like multiple stories in one, and they're all like crazy, but this is like the beginning of one. So, let me get right into that. I already gave the trigger warning.
You had to fix the camera.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanessa.
At the end of the video. Oh.
I know. Girl, that is so us, honestly. 10 minutes left, we're like, oh shit.
Oh shit, we
I
were
was blocking Vanessa the whole time.
Oh god.
Okay, so again, trigger warning for this story. Yeah. So it wasn't until I was about 8 or 9 years old that I remembered I feared the basement, but didn't know why. I thought it was I was just a typical kid, especially since I watched a lot of horror. I started having nightmares about a man in the basement, starting from the time my dad moved in until they moved out. A nightmare happened while I was there for the weekend. It felt so real that I thought it happened. My nightmare started as me laying on the couch in the big room in the basement next to my siblings, sound asleep, and there was Friends, the show, on TV. This man was slender, tall, young looking, and blonde, came walking out of the dark hallway of the deeper part of the basement, where the bedroom and bathroom were, and the water heater area. Oops, wrong direction. He came right up to me, laying there without hesitation, and without saying a word to me, he began to sexually assault me while I couldn't move or speak until I woke up in a cold sweat, realizing everything about that dream was exactly the same, except the man wasn't there. The TV was on Friends. My sibling was sleeping next to me while the hallway was just there, eerie and dark and scary. I did feel like we weren't alone that night, and especially a lot of the time when we were down there in the basement. The dream felt so real, I turned all the lights on and couldn't fall back to sleep for a while. I just watched the hallway and fell back asleep.
Yeah, that's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what? I guess that was maybe also like a lucid dream or something.
Or like
or it could have been an entity.
Yeah, like an incubus.
Yeah.
If it was a man, because a succubus are women.
That's right. I said succubus before. I was like, you know, it would be an incubus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is like...
And it's like, I am not going to sleep tonight. All these things are about sleeping and dreams.
I know.
Sleep is supposed to be peaceful.
You're just laying there like, what the fuck?
Just sleep with a
Like,
crucifix or
the
something.
night that I'm gonna be alone at home because my mom's pet sitting.
Ah, shit. It's okay.
like,
You have your dog, right? Just sleep with
I was
your
just going to
dog.
say, I'm like, your dog should...
Your dog
be your
will
guardian.
But I'm in the
so.
middle of nowhere, so I'm gonna pass by all these trees.
And we're laughing. We're like, it's okay.
Oh shit!
That's
I mean,
the
if you
thing,
think about it,
though.
we're all gonna be alone tonight. So
Yeah.
we all have our animals with us.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, that makes me feel better. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up the story section of the episode. Okay, thank you to everybody that
Yes.
shared, and to be continued. I'll share the same story next time.
Yep.
Be ready. I'll tell it like I never told it before.
Oh shit.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to the Dead Girls Talk now.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce, or you want me to introduce?
Y'all can do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
can do
Vanessa picked this topic, amazing topic, which is, what do we love about ourselves?
Well, I will say the reason why we want to do this, right, is because we're coming into March, and
Yeah.
March is women's something bit me. Anyways,
Women's History
Women's
Month.
History Month.
was like,
Women's Month.
Yeah. So we're gonna just
Getting that
start
now.
that off with talking about stuff we love about ourselves.
Yeah.
Who wants to go
Which is
first?
hard.
Yeah, it's not as easy for everybody to talk about that. It's because it's a literal journey with that stuff. So
Yes, it is. I'll go first. Fuck it.
okay, yeah. I was gonna volunteer you.
I'll go first.
You go.
Okay, well, I would say yes. I mean, we're talking about loving ourselves, and there's times where, yeah, a lot of times I feel like ain't shit, or I'm no good, or I'm fat, or I'm ugly, or whatever, right? But then I think about all the times that I have done some bad bitch shit. People love me. People love to be around me. People are like, Rachel / Elaine, they just like my vibe, you know? So I feel like I am a person that people just gravitate to.
I think humor too.
I'm
is
funny.
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
a funny bitch. I think that's what wins a lot of people.
Excuse me.
It's what called.
I'm just joking.
I'm very lighthearted, I would say. I don't like drama. I'm just a cool, chill bitch, and I think that's what I love about myself is that I'm very adaptable. I'm very like, well, it is what it is. We just gotta keep moving. Although I do dwell on a lot of things still. I mean, we all do, but
Oh yeah.
I think I try to be very, I don't know, just very understanding and very like, I try not to judge, although we do judge all the time, I'm sure, but like, you know.
I judge.
I just feel like I remember I'm like, I am a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch, and I know I'm a bad bitch.
We need reminders, right? Because
And people remind me though, like y'all remind me. My other people I know remind me. My mama reminds me. My girlfriend reminds me. People at work remind me.
Yes.
So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. There you have it.
Yeah. I mean, again, yeah, we all need reminders sometimes that we are, because I feel like we all know that because of what we have done and been through and overcame, right?
Yes.
Overcame? Okay.
Yes.
And
You're doing good.
overcome.
Overcomed?
But overcamed.
Spell overcame.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
I bet he can. So I will say that
This bitch
part of the reason
This bitch making me laugh.
that one of the reasons I love myself is because of my sense of humor. I will just start off and say that.
Very
Choking
that.
out laughing. I will say I'm not always the most positive, even though I try to be. But I think that my sense of independence and just things that I've overcome as well in my own head, just in life in general as well. I think that that's what I love about myself. And I love my legs and my boobs.
There you go. There you go.
I do. You know,
right.
that's like superficial stuff, but I do.
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
And that's really it. It's not too deep, I guess, but I think my outlook too has changed a lot since I was like in my 20s, which is good. That's supposed to happen, but I appreciate that about myself as well, just not getting. And we do dwell on stuff, as we were saying, like I think that's just part of being human, but you learn how to not do that and how to move forward in some way, in some sense. So, and it's a journey.
It is. It's always constant work.
It is. I don't think that ever stops.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it.
I mean, I am too.
Yeah, we are.
I am too.
Sometimes I relapse.
Oh God.
Well.
I feel like I have a breakdown every month. These bitches know because they're always like,
I'm like,
and I'm like, I don't know.
You're up.
What are we doing with our lives?
Yeah, I'm like, girl, it's gonna be all right.
I know. I'm like, until next month, here we go.
3 days later, her period.
I will
happens.
say, yes, I will
Like,
say that it's like a little over emotional now because I do cry more now in my 30s, I will say, but I appreciate that about myself because in my 20s, I like stifled the fuck out of that shit, and that's not good, y'all. Don't
Cry.
do that.
Cry.
You know, to a certain extent, don't be
Cry.
all like, you know, but yeah, a good cry is not a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta have a little mentee bee.
Oh my God.
What about you? What do you love about yourself?
So this has been a really tough topic for me.
Okay.
That I actually thought about it because I have my planner gives me like different tasks, I guess, for self-care.
That's good.
And it asked what I loved about myself, and I was like, I don't know. And it took me a couple days to even answer it. I answered like one. Next day I went back and I answered like another thing, and then so forth. And I'm just like, I guess what I do love about myself that I figured out was the love that I have for like family and friends, and the loyalty, compassion and kindness. But what I struggle with, which is what I figured out, was that I don't have it for myself sometimes, or most of the times. It's like I have compassion for others and I'm kind to others, but why am I not the same for myself most of the times? And I guess it's normal not to be compassionate to yourself.
Yeah,
but-
totally.
Yeah, we always say
Yeah.
the same love we give to people, they're always asking, why don't you give it to yourself? And it's
Right.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I already gave it all to them, so.
Right.
But I just need to learn how to balance it.
I was just gonna say
To
that.
pour some more in your cup, instead of, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm always saying, like, if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. And then you won't be able to take care of anybody else. So
Exactly.
it's like, okay, I need to take care of myself. So.
It's okay to be a little selfish, okay?
Yeah, and it's not even really
okay.
like being selfish, right? Because
Right.
she said it right. If you aren't taking care of yourself, how can you be fully there for everybody
Right.
else? So,
Yes, exactly. But it took me a while to do that too, actually. And I understand that. Like, you have to, because you're compassionate and all that, and you want to take care of people, and it's like but you got to, it's like my dad always tells me. He makes all sense. He's like, you're number one. Technically, he's like, you got to take care of yourself. He's like, you're number one. And he's like, and then you take care of other people.
That's true.
So. Yeah.
do
But you a bad
have
bitch
something
too,
else?
girl.
Yes. Yes, you are. Did you have another tidbit on that? Because I have something else I wanted to add if you do.
Oh, me?
Okay. No, yeah. So I will say, because we're talking about self-love and it is a journey, I think it's like this constant thing and figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. But I will say this, for people that are on their journey, or maybe you haven't even started your journey, my journey really started with self-loathing.
No,
That sounds so crazy, but it's
think that's
something that I struggle with till this day. Not as much as I used to at all, but I used to, oh my God, I just did not like myself, like in my 20s, like a lot. Like I was functioning and I was confident in this way, but there were so many episodes that were rooted in self-loathing that I didn't know that then. I know that now. But that really propelled me into learning how and what self-love really is. Whether it's, connecting with somebody, friends or family, or art, or just whatever works for you, because everybody's different when it comes to that. But I will say that played a huge part in my journey. So if you are feeling like you hate your fucking self, those feelings are valid, but don't believe those feelings. Don't believe them.
True.
You are important. Strength is gained through experience, and you're not always like strong. Sometimes you're crying and you're still strong, and it's just, it looks different. It's never a black and white thing, but just
affirmations have helped a lot.
oh my God, yeah. I never thought I would be an affirmations person, but I agree with that, absolutely. Post-it notes in the bathroom, in the car. I have something on my phone right now that actually I'm gonna read.
Do it.
I'm gonna read it.
I'm like, okay.
This is like for this kind of. It says, And just like the moon, you shall go through phases of light, of dark, and of everything in between. And though you may not always appear with the same brightness, you are always, always whole. So, like I said, if you're feeling dark, just hold on. That's all I can really say. And find those things that bring you joy and purpose, whatever that may be. As long as you're not hurting people or animals.
Right.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Or
I mean,
yourself,
yeah,
exactly.
of course. So, anybody have
And
anything
remember,
else?
you is kind. You is smart.
Yes.
You is important.
Yeah. And you is beautiful.
Okay, okay.
I love that movie.
I might have messed up the verbiage, but y'all know it.
But okay, everybody, that sums up this week's episode. Stay tuned for the Dead Girl snacks. We have some little snacks we're going to try in
On
the
the
next
YouTube
video.
only.
YouTube, yeah.
So Spotify listeners, tune into YouTube.
Yes, check us out. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iHeart. Leave us a comment. Thank you to our guests for being here.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah. And
Don't
tune in next time. Don't forget to return to the Living Dead Girls.
You went too fast. Wait.
Don't forget
to return
to
to the living dead girls.
Bye.